It's now time for Party Chat Sports.
The only thing else I got to say is, how about them Cowboys?
Welcome back, everybody, to Party Chat Sports. Gill, Drew Nelson, Dillon Schroeder, all here with you this evening. I know we do a lot of NFL talk here, but let's change it up a little bit. Let's change the pace. College football, technically Week 0 was last week, but the real games, Week 1 is this weekend. And it should be, as long as YouTube TV and Fox come to an agreement by this Saturday, it's going to be great football watching. Let's say a prayer. Let's
to the college football gods. Thank you.
Please. Amen. Let's make sure that deal gets done. All right, YouTube TV. All right, Fox. Get your heads out of your asses. Let's stop being so stubborn. And the fact that that didn't get announced until like the week leading into the Ohio State-Texas game, BS.
They didn't want people to cancel. They wanted people to lock in and buy it already.
Yep.
Typical.
Already paid for Sunday ticket. And it's like, you know what? We'll give you a $10 credit, though. We will give you $10 credit if
$10, man.
Wild. But anyways, with all that said, we're going to focus college football today. We're going to make some predictions and just kind of rip and go from there. So instead of our normal NFL conversation, we're sticking with football, but heading to college football. So I guess
Nice.
Who's going to take it away from here?
I'll.
Why don't you, Gil? Why don't you just pick some conferences and we'll talk about it a little bit and then pick the winner.
Well, we all
Great
know.
idea.
Yeah, let's just. I mean, I already mentioned Ohio State, Texas this weekend, so let's go Big Ten, SEC to start. Those are the ones that everybody. I mean, we're getting to a point, anyways, where there's going to be a mega conference. It feels like where those two are going to merge, and then,
That would be dumb, but
it would be very dumb. But
well, just real quick, part of the thing that the Big Ten was trying to do, I forget exactly what the end goal was to accomplish.
Yeah.
But part of it was the SEC had to go to 9 games, and they have done so. So I wouldn't be surprised if Big Ten and SEC are now working together to do whatever they want to do.
exclude
Well, I
everybody
think
else.
they were gonna start to schedule each other each year, weren't they? And they needed the same amount of non-conference games to do something like that or something. I don't know.
Possibly. I can't remember exactly what the end goal was, like I said, but that was brought up. They weren't going to do it unless the SEC went to 9 games, and they have done that.
Yeah, it definitely feels like we're heading towards, like, every year. I mean, we're already in that world where it's just Big Ten and SEC every year for the Natty. And
Unfortunately.
now, as the years...
Not if Arizona State has anything to say about it.
That's what I'm talking about. Hell yeah.
You know why? You know why they have something to say about it? Because they got a dog at quarterback. But we'll get into that.
Yeah, hell yeah. Let's go. Let's keep talking about it.
I've done the tape.
Zero.
I've watched the tape, man. I've watched the tape.
Works up.
Anyway.
Drew went from this to now he's, like, fully ready.
I'm talking ASU. I got this shirt on today, though.
So absolutely. Hey, I'm
I was trying to figure out
Look at that.
Oh, wait.
Rep the MAC on the college show.
I was deciding between ASU and this one.
I don't know.
Let's
I
talk
get
about
called
the Big Ten, though. That's where we were. That's where we were. The Big Ten. Your odds-on favorites to win are Ohio State plus 185, Penn State plus 230, Oregon plus 460, and then a bunch of other teams that.
I'm in the field.
Excuse me. Sorry.
I mean, it
And in the field. I'm
feels
back.
right. Like, it makes sense those are the favorite.
You know, Ohio State's going to be the favorite because they're the defending champs, right? Penn State they should be here given the quarterback that they have, but I I don't trust Penn State. They're in the position where you can't trust them until they actually do it. Drew Aller on every big stage he stepped foot on has absolutely, for lack of a better word, shit the bed. So you can't really put a lot of stock into that. But he's got the team though. If Drew Aller was to have a year, it's obviously this year. So yeah, we'll see.
It feels. I mean, Penn State Oregon was the Big Ten championship game last year, and I would not be surprised at all if we see that again this year. And before certain people in this chat call me a hater and not a fan, even though I'm repping the gear, for not including Ohio State. My big thing every year, and I try to be consistent as possible across the board, when you have a new quarterback who has never played, this is my rookie stance, this is my freshman, this is my new quarterback stance in general, I just haven't seen them yet. I don't know what they're going to look like. Like, I'd love to say, Julian Sayin is going to be a great quarterback, but, I mean, hell, Saturday against Texas, there's a good chance he looks like a redshirt freshman. So that's why, it's difficult for me.
Remember C.J. Stroud's first ever game? People wanted to, cut him from the program.
It was 2 or 3 weeks.
It was against Minnesota or something.
And then Oregon, we lost to Oregon, and I was like, no, maybe CJ isn't the guy. And then from there, it got better. But
it was pretty bad.
Yeah, exactly. And Michigan.
The odds are higher that he looks bad on Saturday against Texas than he's going to look good. I mean, and
Texas is supposed to have the best defense in the league.
One of them.
I caution everybody, and I'm sure there's going to be absolutely no overreactions to whatever happens in this game whatsoever. But he's a redshirt freshman, so if and when he struggles, that's okay. We're not going to bench him for Keen
Put
Holtz
Lincoln Kinels in
just because he.
His NIL is going to get pulled after the first drive. He throws a pick.
Let's chill. But that's, again, a big reason why I am not putting my Big Ten eggs. I'm not putting Ohio State, all those eggs in the Big Ten basket. I'm just... I'm
not going to pretend to know what Ohio State's schedule looks like. But
it's cupcake.
They've got Texas, which is hard. And then
after
Michigan,
Texas,
of course, which history will tell you that's a loss. So,
man, they got the
Grambling
Bobcats,
State,
Grambling, and then they go at Washington. You got at Illinois, at Wisconsin. You get Penn State at home.
Illinois is what, top 15?
Yep, 12.
They're 12. Yeah, they're 12 right now. They got Luke Altmaier, another.
I don't think they'll stay that way.
Luke Altmaier is a good quarterback, and honestly, in college football, quarterback play is what separates you. So. We'll see. Do you think they're going to be higher or lower than 12 by then?
If they're the team that I'm thinking of, I think it's Illinois that plays Duke week 1, and people are saying that could be a Duke upset.
They do well. They play Western Illinois first.
Oh, okay. Well,
and then they play Duke. They play Duke in week 2. But yeah,
there you go. So we'll see.
Duke's got a good quarterback as well, Malik.
Oh, well, there you go. See.
It's almost like you started watching a lot of college football quarterbacks.
It's almost like I've been tuned into the college quarterback scene in preparation for something. So
it's almost as if you've done an entire YouTube video on this, actually, and you can go find that.
You could say I did. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just a little plug there.
Say I did do that. Yeah, thank you.
Well,
you're welcome. Thank you.
Plug.
I don't know.
I don't know. But
yeah, I mean, it's Ohio State's conference to lose, or it's Penn State's conference to win. It's
I wouldn't call it Ohio
to
State's conference to lose, seeing as, we haven't won the conference.
When was the last time you won it?
Exactly. Right. We haven't won it since Justin Fields was under center for us.
Well, that's okay. It was your conference to lose last year. I mean, you lost
and it was COVID. That was COVID year.
Yeah, that's when Michigan backed out.
That's not saying you're going to win.
Anyway, we're not doing babied out.
We're not doing that right now.
Last Big Ten championship was a six-win season.
That is crazy, actually.
I'm not saying anything about that. I'm just saying that's interesting.
I think the way you frame it is this is Ohio State's conference to lose. It was their conference to lose last year, and they did. It's their conference to lose again this year. They're the favorites, but there's obviously a lot of season between here and now, and you're, you got a game up north at the end of the year that'll determine a lot, I'm sure.
Always does.
I don't think Michigan will be competing for that Big Ten championship.
No, but it's a game that keeps Ohio State out potentially.
Yeah, I get that part, but I just felt like that was needed. That was necessary. Okay. I don't see Michigan being. I think they'll be better than last year.
Hope
but
so.
I don't think they're going to be competing.
I'm not sure what to make of Michigan because, again, the true freshman quarterback is getting the start. So, there's going to be struggles. Like both Ohio State and Michigan, while in completely different spots, they're sort of in the same where they're starting.
Some people would say as soon as that guy throws an incompletion, they're going to say, "I told you so."
I mean, last year Michigan could not complete a forward pass. So as long as you can complete maybe like 10 passes a game, that's an improvement.
Yeah.
So if you have more than like 50 yards passing, that's improvement.
It's like a J.J. McCarthy stat line.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's okay. Georgia had a 5-star true freshman at one point in time, and back in the day, he had a game against Ole Miss with 23 passing yards. So it can happen.
Who is that?
Jacob Eason.
Go.
Back in the day.
NFL quarterback Jacob Eason. Yep.
All right, so who does everybody think is going to win Big Ten? I think it's going to be Penn State. I'm just going with – it's hard to trust Penn State, but just because I think Penn State wins the Big Ten doesn't mean I think they win much further than that. I think they can win the conference, but then they'll flop in the playoffs.
Penn State seems to get they get the scraps, right? They don't have to go battle against Michigan or Ohio State every single year. I don't know what their schedule looks like either. If I remember correctly, they're not returning like everyone, obviously, but obviously keeping your quarterback, whether you think Drew Aller's great or not, it's still a good thing to keep your quarterback. They recruit very well, so it hasn't turned into anything so far, but they still have fantastic players on the field, usually on defense as well. So I also don't really know what Oregon's situation is. Lost their quarterback. I don't know who they're bringing in, who they're starting.
That's what my vote was going to be, Oregon, just for the simple fact is I believe in Dan Lanning as a coach. I think he's a very good coach. I don't know what their starting quarterback situation is. I was trying to look it up. It might be a guy named Dante Moore.
That sounds right, actually. I think he's a transfer.
Yes. No, he's not. I don't think so. Anyway. I think that's who it is, but I just think they're going to have a roster that's good, right? And Ohio State's going to have a roster that's good, but
it's going to come down to the same three as last year.
Yeah,
and it's going to be the same.
I don't believe in Drew Aller. I don't believe in Drew Aller as well. I don't think he's going to do it. He's got every tool in the world. He does.
Still made it last year though.
Dante Moore previously played for UCLA. Switched his commitment. Did he play or did he not? UCLA in 2023.
I don't believe in James Franklin.
Right. And again, that's why I think they could win the Big Ten, but that's kind of going to be their shining moment. We did it. And then
they're going to hang that in the rafters. And
I mean, you
do hang
conference championships. You do. Yeah, sorry, my bad. I mean, but that's going in the middle of the rafter.
Is there anybody in the Big Ten that you think could be sneaky? Because I think Nebraska. I'm
Michigan,
a big fan of Matt Rule.
Illinois.
I'm a big fan of Matt Rule. I think that program at Nebraska is starting to get built up a little bit. It's Raiola.
Junior Mahomes.
Right. The Mahomes wannabe. That's the one where it's and
I think Michigan.
You guys said this earlier
as well.
Again, like you guys said earlier, it's all going to come down to quarterback play. That's how it is in college. Yeah. If Raiola looks good,
4 more conferences to get to as well. I'm just saying that, throwing that out there.
This is one of the more important ones here, Dylan.
Big Ten and SEC are the only ones that matter, and then of course,
I want to talk about
hold on. Let's back up a little bit.
I want to talk about the MAC.
I said the MAC. I mentioned the MAC. I'm not going to go pod without mentioning the MAC. I mean, let's be honest.
All right.
No Big 12 slander.
All right. Anyways,
Give me Penn State. Final answer.
I'll take Oregon. Cam will take Ohio State. We'll just count that vote already.
And then I'll be called a hater and not a fan. Not a real fan.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you taking, though?
I already said Penn State.
Oh, okay.
I was the first one to answer.
I couldn't remember if it was official or not, or if you just, threw out the idea.
No, Penn State to win the Big Ten and then fall once they get to the playoffs.
Write that down, Dylan.
I was not ready. Hold on. My bad. Let me open up.
Write that down.
Southeastern Conference. You know what I will say? SEC looks very smart by having a conference name that doesn't have a number in it.
True that.
They can have all the teams they want, and people won't be like, what happened to the Big 10 or the Big 12? Why isn't it the Big 15 now?
The Big 20. Anyway.
Big
SEC,
NCAA.
the Southeastern Conference that also has teams not in the Southeast.
Listen,
it's like your Missouris. It's like your Missouris of the world.
I guess
it doesn't matter anymore.
Oklahoma's they're getting over there. Texas.
They're southeast of Alaska, so they're.
If that's where we're naming all of our conferences based off of, everybody's
southeast
the Sun Belt.
somewhere.
Everybody's the Sun Belt when it comes to Alaska.
On a technicality, sure.
All right, SEC. Your odds-on favorites.
Texas
for the SEC. I just had them up. Texas at plus 260, Georgia at plus 300, Bama at plus 480, LSU at plus 650. Everybody else is 1,500 or higher. It's a 4-horse race.
Florida, baby.
You're a big
DJ Lagway.
It could be Florida.
Lagway.
That's crazy that they're plus 2,000. They're like 8th.
I'm hammering that.
8. DJ Lagway, certified dog. If you want to talk about quarterback play, if he stays healthy. But LSU has out of conference. I'm sorry. Why did I just say? Never mind what I was about to say.
Okay. Well, LSU's got your was that the best quarterback in the division in the conference?
They do not.
No, not on Dillon's. If you would have watched
not on
my
my
video.
Who was your number one on your list? Oh, Lenore Sellers?
No. It was John Mateer, Oklahoma. We'll talk about him in a second.
Well, he's a gambler, so doesn't count.
So was Jerry. It's okay.
Degenerate. Well, he owns the Cowboys. So it worked.
Kind of set yourself up for life there.
Arch Manning also has like an incomplete grade, obviously, because he's played like 2 seconds.
Yeah, everyone expects him to be like this all-time guy. He's played like
and I mean that's
snaps.
It comes with the namesake, right? And Georgia probably has a bottom 5 SEC quarterback, and yet they're second on the favorites because their roster is
so with Stetson too. So
yeah, exactly.
Yes. Who is Georgia's quarterback?
His name is Gunnar Stockton, former Alabama recruit.
Oh, yeah.
Like a 4.5 star.
He played in the playoffs last year, didn't he?
He did, and he played terrible.
Carson Beck got injured.
Yeah, he played very bad. He's like a Riley Leonard in the fact that he can't read the defense, so then he will run. So we'll see what an offseason. We'll see what an offseason does at quarterback.
Bama, I don't trust. I
think they're here for a name. They're here for the namesake.
That'll happen.
I mean, they're still going to be a good team.
Right.
I mean,
but I don't think they'll be in that SEC race.
So Nussmeier for LSU is a very good quarterback. I'm not going to say that's, he's not. They did just give him the number 18, which is actually far more important than normal fans will think, and NFL scouts will love that. But my pro comp for Garrett Nussmeier is Brock Purdy. Probably, which is why I don't rank him very highly. But that's a video for another day that I've already done. But he plays well in the SEC. He's got experience. He's been in the program for 4 years. He's only a 1-year starter, but he's been around for a long time. So he's automatically going to give LSU a baseline with the rest of their roster that's going to be pretty good. But as I was saying, LSU schedule pretty hard. Out of conference game at Clemson, like this Saturday, they go to Clemson. So that's going to be
is that Saturday or Sunday?
Saturday at 7:30 on ABC. They go at Clemson. They'll play Florida, Ole Miss, South Carolina. They go at Bama, at Oklahoma. So LSU has a very tough schedule. A lot of SEC teams have a very tough schedule, and
all right.
I'm just saying, whatever. You don't got to. We don't.
I'm not
gotta
a Brian Kelly
that.
believer, so
that's also true.
That's what's holding me back from picking LSU to go far. Brian Kelly. Explain the importance of number 18 for LSU.
So number 18, it's like they give out that number to not only just a star player with talent, but it's got leadership qualities involved. Basically, captain of the team. They probably could have gave it to Burrow if they wanted, but Burrow probably didn't. He wanted to keep his 9. I don't quite remember. There was also a DB or a linebacker that had it at the time, but they give it out to someone that has a very high level of leadership on that team, and it's like the first quarterback to get it in like 20 years or something. I don't remember the statistic, but it's been a long time.
Thank you. Because I wasn't really too familiar with the LSU stuff.
It's just it's just one of their things.
Gotcha. All right, here's what we're here to decide, though. Who's going to win the conference? I'm leaning Texas. I mean, they're supposed to have the best defense in the country. Right. If Arch Manning looks as advertised, which is going to be very difficult for him to live up to the expectation, seeing as, he's got the Manning name.
Texas has a very easy schedule as well. I just wanted to throw that out there for you.
I thought I had heard that they had.
Yeah, they got a cupcake week 1.
So I'll read it off. After they go to Ohio State, they get San Jose State at home, UTEP at home, Sam Houston at home, and then they go to Florida. They get Oklahoma at home, at Kentucky, at Mississippi State, Vanderbilt at home, and then at Georgia in November, which will be a huge game, and then Arkansas and Texas A&M at home. So really, after Ohio State, your next big games are going to be a Florida, Oklahoma back-to-back, and then Georgia. Rather than that, they're pretty much playing the bottom of the SEC. So what I imagine they do is they go to Georgia in November, and they lose. But then Georgia and Texas probably rematch in the SEC championship game, and then Texas wins. It's very hard to beat a team twice. So that's – yeah, so I think I have Texas winning the SEC in the SEC championship, beating Georgia in the rematch.
I can see that. I kind of like Florida. I'm not going to lie. But
I like Florida as a sleeper. I don't think they're
right. I don't think
world beaters, but I think they could. You get a couple games to go your way, and all of a sudden you're in the competition. So we'll see. They look pretty good towards the end of the season last year. Who did they beat towards the end of the season? Was it LSU or there was a big game they had towards the end of the season? Bam, no.
I don't remember, but I remember.
Who was it?
I'll see. I'll find it.
Because they were kind of like down and out, and then all of a sudden they started putting it together and ended up upset win.
They beat Ole Miss the second to last week of the season, and Ole Miss was on the precipice of the college football playoffs at that point in time. They also beat LSU the week before. So they beat LSU and they beat Ole Miss in back-to-back weeks.
It's not a bad little 2-game stretch there.
I think
they could do it, but I wouldn't pick Florida to win, even though I think it would be exciting, be cool. I like Florida. But let me go ahead and get. It feels lame picking Texas.
It does, but
it is.
I'm not a Georgia believer.
Neither am I.
Because they don't know how to find a quarterback, I guess. Let me just go with Texas and be lame. I think even though they lost a lot of players, I think they're still supposed to be bringing back some important guys. You got Arch Manning, whatever. I think we've seen enough from him to know he's not going to be terrible. He might not be like the greatest thing we've ever seen, but he should be at least a good quarterback in some capacity.
Agreed. I kind of like LSU just for Nussmeier, but then I don't like them for Kelly. Like that's kind of the.
Yeah. So is it officially Texas for you, Drew?
Texas.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Yep.
Even though they should have lost ASU in the playoffs.
Texas.
They should have lost ASU in the playoffs.
They should have.
Okay, real quick before we jump conference, I just want to touch on Oklahoma for a second. Okay. John Mateer transfer from Washington State to Oklahoma. Basically, he's got 1 year of eligibility. And he was Todd. I listened to Todd McShay talk about this. He was like a free agent. He could have went anywhere in the country he wanted to. He chose Oklahoma. His offensive coordinator comes with him to Oklahoma, and he's basically Texas high school football. So it's like Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, Patrick Mahomes, of just chaotic crap on the football field. He was 22nd in yards passing last year, 3,200 yards. He was tied for 10th in passing touchdowns. He threw as many as Garrett Nussmeier and Jackson Dart with 29 touchdowns and only 7 interceptions. Garrett Nussmeier threw 12, for example. And he rushed for 1,000 yards. He had 1,000 yards rushing without sack yardage tallied in. That's like twice as much as Lenora Sellers, who is like this uber athletic guy. Like John Mateer is built like a running back, and he has an amazing arm. So he signs up for this 1 year Oklahoma experiment and says, I'm going into the thick of the SEC, knowing what Oklahoma's schedule is that I'm going to go over in a second, and just says, let's get after it. So Oklahoma, they have Michigan week 2. They go Texas, South Carolina, Ole Miss, Tennessee, Alabama, all in successive weeks. All of those teams are ranked. They're at South Carolina. They're at Tennessee. They're at Alabama. He finishes the year with LSU at home. It's going to be a very interesting year for Oklahoma, and John Mateer is very good. Unfortunately, I think their schedule is just too hard to win the SEC, but I will be watching a lot of Oklahoma highlights. That's it.
It's almost like you did your research on the guy.
Yes, he was my number 2. He was my number 2 quarterback on my list.
You want to find out
Spoiler
what number
alert.
1 is? Go watch his video.
We will get to number
Sports.
1. We'll get to what number 1 today.
Yeah, I'm sure. You
Gotcha.
sitting there thinking, Drew.
I couldn't remember who number 1 was, but now I do.
Do you?
Sure do.
All right, what conference do we want to do next? Big 12? Let's do that. Let's do Big 12.
Works for me.
All right. So the Big 12, who is the favorites to win that, Dillon?
The favorites to win the Big 12, we have Texas Tech, I believe, is number 1 at plus 550, tied with Arizona State at plus 550. Then Utah and Baylor each at plus 650, Iowa State at 750, TCU at 850. Baylor's got a good quarterback too, Sawyer Robertson.
Now here's the fun thing about the Big 12, and it's actually good that Cameron's not here to slander the Big 12. He's just being a hate and troll. But there's no dominant powerhouse in the Big 12 anymore. So there's a lot of parity. The team predicted to finish dead last won the Big 12 last year. Although I think predicting them to finish dead last was probably wrong. But anyways,
clearly it was.
Yeah. I think there's it's very interesting. Obviously, I think ASU is going to win it for a few reasons. One, they've got the best quarterback in the conference. They've got the best wide receiver in the conference. They should have one of the best defenses in the conference. They're returning like 70% of their players. They've got what appears to potentially be one of the best coaches in the conference, if not the best coach in the conference. So a lot of things going their way. I think obviously a couple big things going against them is losing Cam Scadaboo is a big hit because obviously he was great. And it's hard to replace production like that, especially at a school that's not dominant in recruiting. But we did have Kanye Udo transfer from Army. We got a couple guys that have been on the roster for a little while now who
Udo's going to be
look
nice.
promising. So he should be. There should be guys there that can replace Cam Scadaboo in the aggregate.
They finished with the best recruiting class in the Big 12, by the way, number 22 nationally.
Boom. It's huge. So I would pick ASU, but I get why others don't, and it doesn't hurt my feelings. And I think of all the conferences, probably this is one of the ones where the pick could be like 6 teams. Like ASU's good. Texas Tech has the potential to be good. They spent like $1 billion on NIL deals. So
They did. Yeah, they did.
BYU would be better and have higher odds if they didn't lose their quarterback because he's not a virgin. Iowa State, I think, is good. Obviously, they lost their great receivers, but they're still a good program. Kansas State is good. Obviously, they just lost to Iowa State, but I mean, I just said Iowa State was a good team.
We could very well see a Kansas State-Iowa State matchup again. Like, that's so much
I
parity.
actually don't think they finished first. I don't know what Google was saying to me right now in recruiting. Texas Tech is first at the moment. This is weird.
Does that include transfers at all?
I think transfers is what maybe messed around with the rankings. If we go straight recruiting rankings, Texas Tech was number 2 with 38 commits. What in tarnation? Arizona State was 7 with 51 commits. That's got to have transfers involved. Oh yeah, it is transfers.
Jeez.
Yeah. Anyway,
okay.
Keep going.
Either way, I think that's what makes the Big 12 fun, and that's why I was looking forward to the Iowa State-Kansas State matchup last week in Week 0, is because there's a lot of good teams, and it'll be interesting to see how it plays out. But give me the Devils. Give me the Devils.
Texas Tech did have 5-star wide receiver.
It will be only the second time a team has won the Big 12 in consecutive years. If they win it,
then I am not choosing Arizona State. Then sorry, I'm going to be fun and choose Baylor because Sawyer Robinson is.
ASU is way more fun than Baylor, bro. Get that shit out of here.
Yeah, I did. I mean, yeah, we're not talking campus life grade here. All right, we're just
the team's way more fun too. Sam Levitt, the GOAT.
Yeah. Speaking of Arizona State, though, when you look up their schedule and ESPN shows like tickets as low as dollars, and I was just looking at Texas and Oklahoma and Georgia and all these things, and the numbers were astronomical. You need to be going to some of these games, Drew. I mean, I see tickets as low as $8.
We're going.
So
we're going.
Northern Arizona game for $16 Buckaroonies.
Pay more for
that one should be popping. They're doing a lot of things to pack that stadium for the first week.
Yeah. So. Texas Tech at home. Oh, he's gone, but he needs to go to the Texas Tech game at home.
That'd be fire. Absolutely.
Yeah. That one's tickets as low as $38.
Honestly, though, like for $38 to go to hell yeah, you gotta do that.
Just go climb a mountain and just watch it from the mountaintop.
As long as you can see it through all the dust.
True. So. Who's your pick for the Big 12, Gill?
I'm thinking Arizona State because a lot of times whenever it comes down to these, it comes down to who the best quarterback is whenever I make this decision. And I like Levitt over Sawyer. And
Levitt is good.
As much as I like Iowa State and the program that Matt Campbell's built.
Brock Purdy.
Like, I was an Iowa State believer before Brock Purdy was even the quarterback there. It's a Matt Campbell thing. Matt Campbell, and then Brock Purdy.
Did you just say Matt Canada on this podcast?
Campbell.
Well, fight somebody.
PTSD is like Vietnam flashbacks for you over there.
Matt Canada caused the Great Depression. Drew, you got to go to the Texas Tech game. It's only $38. You're muted.
Yeah, whatever, bum. I do plan on trying to go to that one, and we got some plans to tailgate the U of A game. We'll see if we make it in there, but that should be fun. Too bad the indoor tailgating facility won't be done.
Well, you won't need it in November. You won't need it in November. You'll be fine.
It's still gonna be a little warm.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
But we'll see.
For the channel.
There's a lot of good games. I want to go to Texas State, obviously, for personal reasons.
Dynasty.
Yeah. We'll see.
What a team. Vlog for the channel coming soon from Drew.
Drew's going to make content?
Is your final answer Baylor, you bum?
Yeah, it's Baylor.
All right, man.
I'm getting freaky deaky in here.
Mom's freaky.
Who would Cam pick? Cam would probably pick someone stupid. Texas
Cam would pick like Arizona that's not even in the top just to be a hater for Arizona State.
West Virginia. Virginia.
Oh, he's picking.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What are we? They're also not even in the list. So, yeah. Who's next? The ACC?
ACC.
You can head out to
Atlantic Coast Conference with, 2 Pacific Coast teams?
Yes.
That's sick.
This one.
So their conference name was similar to the SEC. All right, you can add as many teams as you want, but adding teams on the Pacific Coast, not going to do it.
That's where you got to draw the line.
I
guess the Mississippi River is where you could draw the line, but I mean whatever.
I don't know.
Odds for the ACC: Clemson plus 120. Miami plus 410, Louisville 750, SMU 850. Everybody else is over 1,000. It's Clemson's conference. They have an argument for the best defense in the country. They have the best quarterback in the country. They have great wide receivers that have returned. And Clemson is and should be a favorite for the national championship, let alone the ACC. As much as I don't know that any of us here are pro Dabo Swinney in Clemson. I don't think we are. But that's just the fact of the matter. Clemson's really good.
I could be seen as anti-Dabo Swinney.
I've definitely said
F Dabo. We got to categorize.
Eat shit,
and
Dabo.
that's just the way it is. Miami, Florida being the two. You saw that picture in the Twitter group chat.
Get Miami out of my face, man.
The picture in the group chat on Twitter where it's 3 Miami defenders jumping up for a ball, and the caption is, "I know a Carson Beck panic throw when I see one." No, they're not going anywhere, dude. They're not. It's
Dylan, where's your camera? Run away. Where are you escaping to, man? What's happening here?
Hey, bro, I'm flying.
Remember when you said Carson Beck was going to be a number 1 overall pick, Dylan?
He should have been. I mean, he should have been. He was a 6'5" quarterback with a good arm, and then he turned out he had the Drew Aller ability of being terrible in big games. So I, didn't see that one coming.
And beyond big games, just terrible in general.
Yeah, at Kentucky, going to battle.
You didn't even talk about your favorite school, Dylan. It's crazy.
That's because they're losing. Yet. Kentucky's losing to Toledo week 1. Okay, why we even got to talk about Kentucky?
Clemson's winning the ACC. But what happened to SMU? What are they doing?
SMU is they're 4th at plus 850.
They won it last year, did they not?
No, they lost to Clemson in the ACC championship game.
That's right, they did.
And then SMU barely made it into Clemson made it into the college football playoff.
Wait,
did SMU get in?
Penn State.
That was their one.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure Penn State beat
played
SMU.
Penn State, right? But I think it was because
Clemson beat them.
Clemson wasn't in the playoffs.
Yes, they were.
Who did they play? Texas?
Clemson lost to Texas 38-24 in the first round.
That's right. So Clemson won the conference, but SMU was undefeated in the regular season.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Cade Klubnik threw for 300 yards in this game. 336 yards and 3 touchdowns, and no one's talking about it.
No one cares.
That's your job, Dylan. You got to talk about it.
I am.
Yeah, it's Clemson's conference. I don't think we need to spend too much more time.
Yeah, Clemson won 34-31. SMU almost came back in that game. But anyway.
They did. It was close. I do remember that. I thought it came down to a last-second field goal or something. But,
yeah, it's Clemson all the way, I think. So we can move on.
All right. There's nobody in the Pac-12.
I mean, there's people. Just no one we need to talk about.
It's a toss-up, coin flip.
When do the new teams join? Is it next year?
I think it's next year. You don't even get odds for it. There's no odds.
It's either Oregon State or Washington
There's
State.
one that's going to be plus 100 and one's minus 100 probably.
Flip a coin.
That's funny.
Mountain West, we can go with the Rainbow Warriors, right? Get down on that.
I'm going to go with Boise. I'm going to go with Boise State personally.
No Air Force?
Probably a good idea.
Gill, do you want to stick with the Rainbow Warriors or?
What? I'm feeling a little happy. Let's go Rainbow Warriors.
You're feeling a little fruity right now?
Yeah, why not?
They're not even on the front page of the odds. They are plus 2,000, but that's fine.
They're 1-0. No one else
They
has
are
won a
1-0.
game, so
Hey, they are
they're in first
leading
place
the Mountain
right now.
West right now. They're number one in the Mountain West right now. Okay, they have a kicker who has never attempted a field goal until this last weekend.
I think the
make
rest of the conferences are pretty much up in the air. Mid-American, Toledo plus 220 in the favorites. Ohio plus 350. Buffalo plus 550. Miami, Ohio plus 600.
Give me the Rockets.
Eastern Michigan plus 2,000.
EDO.
So who has better odds, Eastern or BG?
BG, they're at 1,300.
So BG has Drew Pine at quarterback. He was the Notre Dame quarterback a couple years ago. With Eddie George.
Really?
Interesting. Dude,
Yeah.
Kent
And
State
Eddie
is
George-
plus 30,000.
I don't think Kent State's bowl eligible.
I'm betting the house.
No, that's
on Kent
Akron. That's
State.
Akron. Akron is just not eligible.
Akron's not
They
even
were
on this list.
Academically banned.
ineligible.
They should have got LeBron to
So
make
they-
like the center for success at Akron.
Yeah.
Be their
Couldn't
biggest
throw a
villain.
little NIL money over there.
I'll pick Miami, Ohio.
DeQuan
Not a bad
Finn.
pick.
Mm-hmm.
Hit the Quan. Yeah. The Quan Finn's a bomb.
But
I
go
like him at
Eagles.
Toledo, but
Noah Kim.
really?
Rockets rocking the new white helmets. Those look nice.
That is so sexy.
Those were pretty good.
That
Those
is
were
a
pretty good.
fantastic helmet. I can't wait for that to be in the game.
And the glass bowl.
The glass bowl.
It's
Do we
Toledo's
want
got
to do a Heisman prediction?
quarterback.
Yes, I have those odds up as well.
It's hard to hit the pose on a
Heisman.
small camera. Stand
Yeah,
up for this.
I like how we all did it. There we go. There we go.
Look
Good
at
work,
us.
fellas. Good work, fellas.
I think
For
it's time
those-
for an O lineman to win the Heisman. I mean, look how good the.
Can we
size
see a
looks in
set? Can we
Heisman
see a
pose.
pass set right now? Can we see a pass set?
I don't know how to do that. I played at Bedford. All I know is run block.
You had white knuckles. You did not have. You did
No,
not have the
when
nine.
Western Michigan did the camp at our stadium, there for the lineman part we were doing like slide step, kind of out. And literally, Coach Phillips was like, "I don't know what to do for you because we didn't know how to do it, so we got cooked." And that we didn't really know how to handle that. So
You ain't gonna need that.
That's so funny, dude.
yeah, that part was tough. And like I think Coach Phillips felt bad a little bit. But we were just out there. We got hung out to dry. So yeah.
Oh man.
So, I feel like if you give me a couple practices, I feel like I could do it pretty good. But
I've seen it done enough on TikTok and
I
Twitter.
get the idea. Yeah, I just have
Watch
never.
Shane Gillis do it in tires.
He did do it in tires. So.
It's like
He also went to Army.
My
though. He was a
favorite
D1
one
football
ever
player.
is the dude that does the
Decorated
gender
veteran,
reveal. You know which one I'm talking about? It's this big guy doing the gender reveal. It's a boy, and he immediately starts doing freaking pass protection. Hell yeah, dude!
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
You're just gonna have to fire off the ball. You don't get to do the pass protection. You're just
Yeah, we just run into people's faces.
in
That's
that little
that's what we're doing here.
with the low pad level in that big metal thing you had to go through. God, I hated that.
Heck yeah.
Heisman odds. Arch Manning number 1 at plus 700, which is just a travesty to Arch Manning. Klubnik plus 900, tied with Nussmeier plus 900. Jeremiah Smith plus 1100. Then there's a big jump to Carson Beck at 1800, tied with Sellers and Aller.
Oh!
And tied with Sellers, Aller, and Ty Simpson. They're all plus 1,800, plus 2,000, Julian Sayin and Sam Levitt. plus 2,500, John Mateer, Dante Moore, Jackson Arnold, DJ Lagway, Gunnar Stockton. The rest don't matter. Jeremiah Love plus 3,000.
Did you say Ryan Williams at all?
No. He is plus 4,000.
Because I'm surprised he's not on there.
He's plus 4,000.
Jeez. I thought Ryan Williams would be a lot higher. The Bama
Ryan.
receiver that's in Jeremiah's
Ryan Williams.
Yeah. Bryce Underwood plus 5,000.
I forget what he finished with like under 1,000 yards last year, I think.
Oh, he did? I thought he had a lot.
Yeah, they fell off. Yeah, he fell off. Bama fell off.
They kind of, obviously the whole team kind of fell off after the Georgia win.
Jalen Milroe didn't know how to throw a football, which is an issue.
Yeah, they got a white QB this year though, so he might go crazy.
What are you trying to say, dude?
I'll just change the subject. I'll say
observation.
right off the rip, it's Klubnik who is going to win this award for all reasons previously stated.
I kind of like Jeremiah. I kind of like the Jeremiah.
Yeah, I bet
Heisman.
you do. I'll just write down Jeremiah for Cam.
Yeah. I've been on that boat for a minute where best receiver in the nation, as long as Sayin gets him the ball, which is a big hit, he's going to go crazy. And I
just think that it's going to be hard for a wide receiver to win it again. The only reason Devonta Smith won it is because it was COVID year, and Justin Fields, who probably should have won it that year, only played 6 games. I don't know. I mean, obviously he's got good odds. It's very possible, but
it's probably going to go to a quarterback.
Because Kate Klubnik has a good year, goes undefeated, wins the ACC.
It's
I also try
easy to hand it to him.
Picking non-quarterbacks.
Same with Arch Manning. If Arch Manning is
even
semi-good, they're going to give it to him. Like he's the second coming of Travis Hunter. It's just his. So.
I think he's the second coming of
Peyton Manning.
Archie Manning.
Eli Manning. Archie Manning. It's actually
it's not even Archie. It's freaking their
it's
third
Cooper.
brother or something.
Yeah,
like that.
it's the other guy.
Cooper Manning.
It's
Yeah,
Cooper
that's
Manning.
right.
Yeah. Peyton and Eli all do have sons that are just like 8 years old or something, I think. So.
But Cooper was supposed to be the most athletic of the bunch. I think he was a receiver.
That's what they'd be saying.
Well, Peyton and Eli weren't, lightning on their feet, I don't think. So that's not that hard of a...
Yeah, did you just say he played like receiver or something?
I think he played receiver.
He was a receiver.
Yeah, I think that's right. For Heisman, I think it would be super cool if Sam Levitt won it.
I bet you.
I think it would be very hard. It would take. I think for Sam Levitt to win it, it would take a dominant season. Because I don't think winning the Big 12, going undefeated, winning the Big 12 is going to get it done. It's decimating the Big 12.
And others would have to be bad. Like you would have to decimate the Big 12 and clear all those other names by quite a margin.
Like Arch would have to look subpar. Klubnik would have to look not that good.
Nussmeier,
is not
I think it would be
Jeremiah Smith, same thing.
I think he should have better odds than Carson Beck, but
yeah, that's quite frankly
that's why Carson Beck.
I'm placing the field. Give me Carson Beck versus the field. I don't care if it's negative 3,000. I'm placing the bet.
It could be negative 20,000, man. You gotta bet $100. You gotta bet 20,000 to win $100. Yeah.
I'd take that deal.
Putting down the 401k on it.
And then
is that financial advice, Dylan? Should I do that?
No.
Okay.
I got to block out my picture on the wall, dude. That's bad. I can't be associated with that. What's your picks? What's your official picks though?
Jeremiah.
Shoot.
I like non-quarterbacks. I do that a lot for MVP.
That's a homer
Heisman.
take that will make Cam proud.
He'll definitely have Jeremiah. Actually, his will probably be either Jeremiah or Sayin.
He probably does think he didn't. Wait a minute. Didn't he say that Sayin was going to have the best career out of any Ohio State quarterback? Didn't he say that like a week ago?
Give me Bryce Underwood.
He would.
Just kidding. Don't give me Bryson Doyle.
He's on the list.
Give me. I think probably Klubnik. If I had to take if I was going to bet on it, probably Klubnik. It's not who I want to win. That's just who I think would probably win.
All right, I'll put you down for that. I'll put you down for a winner. The national champion. How about we do that?
No, John Mateer, Dillon. You didn't even mention John Mateer.
I'm surprised.
I just don't think they're gonna win. Unfortunately,
as odds. Was he on the list?
Yeah, I mentioned him. He is at plus 2,500. He's tied with Dante Moore of Oregon. Yeah.
I found the quote. Sayan will probably be the first one with great success.
Oh yeah, because then I argued that that didn't make any sense. Okay. Great success.
Yes.
I would love to win. I would love to be right about John Mateer and have him win the Heisman. I would hang my entire life savings on my ego on that flag for the rest of my life. And then I will
put your life savings on it.
I would knock on Omar Khan's door until he answered me.
If you won Heisman, you're gonna need to pick one.
Yeah, you're going straight up, buddy.
That's okay. And actually, you might not, because it might be one of those things where the Steelers talk and they already
pick two.
You're going to need a top five. You're going to because if Sellers declares, if Klubnik declares, if Sellers declares, if Klubnik declares, if Arch Manning declares, and Mateer declares after winning a Heisman, I mean, who goes number one? Probably Arch.
Yeah,
in that scenario. And then Klubnik is more pro. And then Drew Aller, if he's there. There's going to be a lot of quarterbacks taken in this round of the first in this year. If they all declare. It's going to be a lot.
Should be fun.
It's a good year to need a quarterback, if there ever is one.
Into that. All right. What do we got? We have anything else?
Natty champ. Who's your Natty champ? Let's just write it down.
That's a good one. It is harder with the 12-team playoff. Obviously.
Yeah, it is.
The odds, if you would like to hear it, are Texas 550, Georgia 650,
obvious.
Georgia and Ohio State tied at 650, Penn State 750, Bama 900, Clemson 1300. I'm still taking Clemson. Not enough people believe.
I was honestly thinking Clemson. Give me Clemson, actually. I like that.
They're slept on because they weren't good last year, so no odds makers.
That wouldn't be a bad bet to actually place.
No.
Once I'm not using my phone anymore.
13. You guys are going Clemson. Cam went Ohio State, so I'll go.
For sure.
I'll be the safe route. I'll go Texas.
All right.
I think they do. I don't know if they're my favorite, but I think they do have good odds.
550.
Obviously, they have good odds.
They are the favorite.
I think it's reasonable. I think that's fair.
Yeah, it's reasonable.
Are there any other odds that I can? You can do odds to make the playoffs. You can do odds to make the playoffs if we wanted to break it down that way. Arizona State is minus 590 to miss the playoffs, or plus 410 to make the playoffs. It's very interesting.
How many Big Ten? How many teams are you looking at there?
It shows all of them, so it's not very easy to dissect. Alabama to miss the playoffs is actually plus 142. And Georgia to miss the playoffs, plus 190. Ohio State to miss the playoffs, plus 245. Penn State's plus 250. So even though Ohio State has better odds in the conference, they have worse odds to make it? That's weird. We don't got to get that crazy.
They have better odds to make it.
No. They have worse odds.
I'm trying to think of a good way to ask, of the teams that are at the top, how many of them are non-Big Ten and SEC teams?
I guess I would go back to the national. I'll go back to the national championship winner odds. The first one on the list is Notre Dame at 1,500.
And that's not Big Ten SEC.
Yeah. Oh, I guess Clemson is going to be first. Sorry.
I was going to say Clemson
gonna
should be higher.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Clemson is 6th in odds. Notre Dame is 9th. And then Miami, Florida. And then Louisville, SMU, Texas Tech are way down the list.
Louisville got higher odds than ASU.
Arizona State is
Isaac Brown's a go.
and then Utah, and then Arizona State. Arizona State is at plus 15,000
It's that shark
to
tail
win the Natty.
or
I'm gonna be rich.
Arizona State got the same odds as Iowa.
you should probably check with your
That's just
financial advisor
disrespectful.
before placing.
I'm gonna keep it real with you. Dillon cannot bet the house on Arizona State.
Not my house.
I'm actually
not
betting
giving-
Cardinals.
Eastern Michigan is plus. What does that say? Eastern Michigan is plus 100,000.
Plus infinity.
It's $100,000.
Plus
You bet
all of the money in the
$100.
world.
Same odds as Kentucky.
If you bet Eastern
And Toledo,
Michigan to win the
they just-
national championship and they do it, you become ruler of the earth. Just automatically.
Let's go.
You are the owner of all the planets in the solar system. So when they get colonized, you
When
are
Elon Musk goes to Mars
the
out
owner.
on the first rocket there to put a flag with a script
exactly.
D on it and a Mac flag right next to it. It's the first two things on Mars. All right, we've gone off the rails.
All right, let's wrap this up. I think that's a good.
Are there any other
I think that was a good
things-
episode. Just riffing back and forth on college football this season. Talking.
You want to do the Blitnikoff?
Conference.
No,
All right, it's Jeremiah Smith.
Jordan Tyson.
It's Jeremiah Smith. Wrap us up. Bring us home, Gill.
Yep. Well, college football's around the corner. We'll see how much more college football stuff that we get out. But
It's not
Also
around the corner. It's here.
We're in
that's
it.
a better way of phrasing it. What is around the corner is the NFL, which is what we'll get more into in the coming weeks. We still have our predictions to make for the NFL. So I'm assuming that's going to be next week. Because if we don't do it next
Probably.
week, then we're just kind of like, shit out of luck. So stay tuned to the feed for that at Party Chat Sports, where we will make our NFL prediction award winners and such. Check us out anywhere and everywhere, all at Party Chat Sports. We're on YouTube, TikTok. Check us out on Twitter. Anywhere you get your podcast, tell your friends, tell people that you know that love sports as much as we do to check us out. Again, we are anywhere and everywhere, all at Party Chat Sports. Until next time, peace.
Whoop.
Natty chance.